This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. The man Cardwell is our focus as he enters this game riding a 10-game hitting streak. Steve, what do you think about his chances of extending it in this game?
Well, Matt, we all know that these streaks are always tough to keep going, especially when people start to catch on that they're actually happening. Plus, the pressure just keeps rising the longer they get. Now, this isn't really that long a streak by any means, so I doubt that he's feeling any pressure yet. I think he's just really having fun with it. But if he continues to stick to that same approach he's had over the last 10, I think he's got a good shot to keep it going for a little while longer. And, you know, it always helps if you get that hit out of the way in your very first at-bat.
Time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and Safeco Field in Seattle. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Seattle Mariners. Trout and Cano slug it out. Coming up next. And now we'll look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for the visiting Halos. EK, any thoughts?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing if that man hitting 8 can stay hot. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
Taijuan Walker will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, one of the areas where he's fared real well, when he gets into jams, he's able to get out of them.
Mike Trout will stand in for the first time now, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
Walker peers in, 0-1 on its way. To short, hit hard. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. Angels nothing. Mariners coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Johnny Giovatella will dig in for the first time as he'll enter play 6th in the American League in hitting.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
Guys.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit hard to short. Fielded. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. The man Cardwell strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
The man Cardwell.
Keep it rolling.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Reggie Wolf will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Well, he didn't have a very good month last month at the plate. It wasn't terrible, but he did see that average take a decent hit.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Need you right
Tillman
here.
sets. He'll try to put him away here on 2-2. On the ground up the middle.
Get here.
And he's retired, 1 away.
Center fielder, number 12.
Coming to the plate now, Leonis Martin, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Sometimes when you know that you're not going to have a play, this is what you have to do. Here, there's no shot to throw him out there at third, so he's just going to play it smart and stick this one in his back pocket.
Nori Aoki in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
He's running towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
They turn him loose here on the first pitch after reaching base, and he had a pretty good jump that time. You know, sometimes pitchers are so focused on not allowing that runner on third to score that they forget about that guy on first, and he's able to take second here with ease.
Third, a play at the plate. The tag put on by Soto, and he is out at home plate. The man, Cardwell, will dig in. He singled his first time around.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count. Kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over.
Reggie Wolf gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Throw on to first will be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away. Giovanni Soto heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Hey, nobody away.
Walker steps into his windup. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to short. To his left. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Third baseman, number 6, Yunel Escobar.
The man, Cardwell, digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score, too.
Belted high in the air out to left. Gentry racing back, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall.
Easy.
Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Reggie Wolf will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one.
Get on for it. There we go.
Runners off for second. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
That's a nice swing of the bat right there. Hits that ball right on the button out to left field. That'll easily score that runner from third.
Leonis Martin will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A step on the back for one. Back to Pujols, not in time, and they can't get them both.
He kind of got stuck in an in-between position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step on the bag and take it himself.
Noriaoki digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
To third. Escobar has it. On to Giovitella for the force, and that'll end the inning. Craig Gentry will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Down the first baseline. Step on the bag for one. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
You know, that's one that you just don't see that often. Safe at second base, but out at first. Just shows you the speed he has at first base that he was able to beat the throw into second.
Mike Trout will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
To second for one. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. The man, Cardwell, steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
Hey, one pitch, right?
Makes the play, 1 away. Cole Calhoun will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Here we go.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and a self-defense move there at second as he tried to knock it down, but that gets on by him. And he is in there. In now, C.J. Cron. He singled his last time up. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Grounded back up the middle. Cano fields it cleanly to second for one. On to Lind, but it's not in time, and they'll just settle for 1. Giovanni Soto ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
To short, reined in, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Mariners 6 and the Angels 4. Johnny Giovitella will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Hey, nobody.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
No errors.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB. Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. Here it's the second of this 3-game set between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Seattle Mariners. Trout and Cano slug it out. Coming up next. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, guys, this is a power-heavy lineup. You need to stay patient and get balls up in the zone that they can drive.
James Paxton gets the starting nod for the M's. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the fours, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed to.
Yunel Escobar will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, his last game was a breath of fresh air because he's been stinking it up lately. Under 200 over his last 10 games.
Drilled on the ground to short. Is right. Throw on to first, and Escobar is retired for the game's first out. And now we'll look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for the visiting Halos. Steve, what's the key for him here tonight?
Well, you know, guys, I think this one could be a slugfest. If you get to the starter early and you continue to beat up on that bullpen, goodness, you could score a ton of runs.
The man Cardwell will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
There's a line drive, and he's swinging it as good as anyone, folks. The streak will continue. He's got a base hit.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
Nelson Cruz will get...
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Hit to short. Pennington.
That's an out.
On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Mariners come up empty first time around. Mark Trumbo is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
To short, hit hard. Cardwell. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
The catcher, number 18, Giovanni.
Striding into the box, the man Cardwell. He reached on a single in his first try.
The man Cardwell.
Hot shot toward third, but quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting.
The man Cardwell stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Trout. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Giovanni Soto will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Hey, here we go. Plays it
Chopped
one now.
weakly to the left. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
The man Cardwell will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Shortstop, the man Cardwell.
Oh, baby, see you drive it.
First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, wait for yours here.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Line drive to left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Ready to start the 9th as we get a stunning shot there of the Seattle skyline on a great night for baseball. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it was.